Okay, welcome all. Namaste and welcome to Pranam AcuCare. As you all know, I am Chaya ji, and today I am here to give you all a small insight about what is Pranam AcuCare, who I am, what I do, and what we intend to do. Right? Must have all of you must have had a vague idea that I am an acupuncture practitioner. I am an NLP practitioner. Okay. And before we go into the details, okay, I would like all of you to quickly type in the chat box as to how you know me, from where you got to know about today's session. Just quickly type in the chat box. We are having little power fluctuation here. In case I drop off the meeting, I will join back again. Please don't leave the meeting in between. And today's session, like you all know, it is a free session. You will get this recording in the group. Most of you, if you have not joined the groups, I will later on give you the link of our WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Okay. You can join those groups. You will get this recording there so that you can share the recording with your friends. Okay. So how did you come to know about me? I have taken healing from you for past 2 months. Okay. I got invite from you. Sanjay Murthy sir. Welcome, sir. That's it. Looks like Sharmila. Okay, Anupama madam has got to know about me from Sharmila. Okay, she is the teacher from Insight Academy, right? Okay. Yes. And who else? Sundaresha, I know personally. Rani Raju, I know, is my student. Antila therapy. Radha Srinivas. Do I know you, Radha Srinivas? From Panama AcuCare group. Okay, great. Fine. So, welcome you all. My name is Chaya. Okay, Ranganath sir, I think I know him. Before we start,
Power issue. What's
okay. I'm sorry for that. I'm back. A lot of flower fluctuation today because unexpected shower we are having in Bangalore. Though the weather is very pleasant and good, this is the side effect of that. Okay, so let me join back again. I'm really sorry for this delay. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes.
Is it clear? You are getting any echo?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ sound.
Okay. Now, is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay. So, welcome back. And as you all know, my name is Chaya, and I'm an acupressure practitioner. And today we are here to understand who I am and what is Pranam AcuCare and what we do and what is our mission here. So, before we can go ahead, I have prepared a small presentation for all of you. Okay. Let me share the screen. Is the screen visible? Okay, before we start, I hope everybody is comfortable with English because today the session is going to happen in English. Okay.
Yes.
If you are all okay with that, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. So today's session is in English. Right. So welcome to today's session. So we are going to talk about how we can transform your life with holistic healing. That is acupuncture, NLP, naturopathy, and other systems. I am Chaya, and I am basically a MSc Biotech graduate. I have done BSc in microbiology from Bangalore University. I have worked as a research fellow in the field of plant biotechnology. Right? So I have a little bit of reasonable amount of life science knowledge also. I also did a short stint in manual testing. And then later on, I became a student of acupuncture and acupressure. Okay. There were a lot of personal health issues that I faced, which none of the allopathic doctors or allopathic system people could even diagnose or even could treat me. So the universe made me stumble upon acupuncture and acupressure. And I started up as a patient, and then I became a student, and now I'm a healer and I'm a teacher right now. So during this course, I have done MD in acupressure and physiotherapy. I have MD in natural medicine and diagnosis. I am a certified NLP practitioner and master practitioner with international accreditations. And I'm involved in relationship counselings. I'm a healer. I'm a therapist. And most of all, I consider myself to be a chronic student. So what I believe is if you have to be a healer, you have to call yourself a healer.
Yes.
Right? You have to be a constant student yourself. Because what we call in our field, anything that is related to health and life science or healing, we call it a practice, isn't it? We say medical practice, we say healing practice. So it is a practice. We need to be practicing and we need to be learning continuously all through our life, right? So that is one of my main mottos, and that is what I follow. And I consider myself to be more of a student than a healer. Okay. If you ask me, what are you? Who are you? I will say I am a student. And being a teacher and being a healer or a coach is a byproduct of being a student, right? That is how I would like to designate myself or call myself or recognize myself as a student. And it would be great if everyone in this whole world can be chronic students and keep learning for the betterment of self and for others, right? That is my, yes. Now, why did I start teaching and coaching? We all know India has always been known as a land of Gurukulas. Okay, starting from Nalanda University and even before that, from the Vedic ages, we have been a land of Gurukulas where we uh, involve in constant persuasion of knowledge. We're all seekers. We're always seekers, right? So this knowledge quest and knowledge sharing has always been close to my heart since my childhood, since my college days. It has been very close to my heart. In this quest of knowledge for healing myself and my family and my son in particularly, I have gained 11 years of experience in the field of acupuncture and alternative healing, right? So it involves both looking inwards as well as outwards, right? So that is one very important thing that we need to understand. Healing is not always about healing the physical body, right? Healing is also about looking into ourselves within, okay? So I have a diploma in acupuncture and acupressure. I have learned color therapy from so many masters. Like I told you, MD in acupressure, Sujok. I'm an honorary doctorate in acupressure and alternate therapy. I am a dawn therapy practitioner, and I love this particular last subject, NLP and mind healing. Okay, one of the main reasons that pushed me into teaching and coaching is the words from my mentors. Not just one, not just two, but anybody and everybody who I can call as my mentors. Okay, everybody has said this particular line. People with knowledge have a moral obligation to share the knowledge with the society. So it is my moral obligation, and it is by the persuasion or by the guidance of my guru who has told me that if you have something that is of value, it becomes your moral obligation to share with the universe. Okay, that is what actually led me into teaching and coaching. Okay, I had no intentions of becoming a teacher or a coach or to start classes or share my knowledge with people, but I used to do it in a very informal way. But when my students and most of my patients actually, they started persuading, saying, "Ma'am, no, we need to learn from you. We need to start teaching." And when I consulted my mentor, he said, "No, it is your moral obligation. And particularly when people are coming and asking you, so you are bound to them morally, you need to share your knowledge." So that is what we are here to do today, right? So because of this, we have a particular mission in life. My mission in life, or you can say it is my life purpose, that I would like to look or like to see a world free of drug dependency. I'm not saying drug free, because having a drug free life is completely impossible for most people. Okay, you can obviously create a world which is free of drug dependency. Why I say drug dependency? Because every small thing we are dependent on drugs, right? We have lost the art of trying to heal ourselves naturally. Okay, we know that our body has the capacity to heal anything and everything. When it can create something, it can also heal. That we have forgotten, which our ancestors used to know very recently. 50, 60 years ago, none of my grandparents or their parents, okay, they used to take so many medicines. We never heard of all these kind of diseases, right? People who are above 60 or above 55 years will be able to correlate and understand better. Our parents, our grandparents, right? They never used to hear, or they never used to complain of so many diseases. We never heard of so many hypertensive patients. Okay, diabetes used to be a very rare kind of disease, and it used to be a disease of the elite or diseases of rich people. Okay, and people never knew what thyroid issues was. Okay, people never knew what endocrine issues was. Okay, having gynecological issues, infertility has become a very rampant thing nowadays, right? So all these things are, I believe, are the giving of modernization and the new world that we are living right now, right? So that is my mission. I intend to see a world where we learn to be as much as free of drug dependence. Okay. And another mission is to awaken the healer in all. You have to achieve the first goal. The only way is to awaken the healer in everyone. Right? Even animals know. Have you seen people who have pets at home? Particularly if you have dogs, if it is having some illness, it will not eat anything. It will go out and stay out whole day, it will roam around and come back to you in the night. If you are able to simply just go and follow that dog, you will see that it will go out, it will start sniffing, it will eat some herb or some grass, and it will come. Even animals have this innate knowledge of healing themselves. When animals can do it, we human beings who boast of having such big knowledge of and such advanced consciousness, okay, all these modern science and knowledge of the whole world we have in our fingertips, but still we don't know how to heal ourselves. So the only way to achieve the first goal is when all of us can awaken the healer within us. Okay. And my goal is to utilize my knowledge in the field of acupuncture and alternate healing to reach as many people as possible and to help as many people as possible. Okay. And also to continue my quest together. We want to build a community of healers, community of people who want to live in a world which is free of drug dependence. Right? Isn't it exciting? Aren't you excited to know that you can heal yourself? A doubt might arise in your mind saying, ma'am, how is it possible? Is it possible? Can we do it? Okay, I was a chronic patient of so many issues. Okay, and you will not believe it, for the past almost 10-12 years, or at least 10 years at least, nobody in our house has taken one single dose of antibiotic. Not even one single dose of antibiotic we have taken in our whole family. You will not believe, I used to be so dependent on antibiotics that every change in weather, I used to get cold, cough, congestion, and I used to be, doctor used to put me on antibiotics. Every 3 months, I used to take one dose of antibiotics. So that was my condition. Okay, I had gallbladder issues, I had thyroid issues, I had digestive issues. Okay, I couldn't eat. 3 months, I was bedridden. I was bedridden for 3 months and I couldn't eat anything. All I could eat was or drink was apple or apple juice. And that also I couldn't retain. I used to have severe chronic diarrhea. I lost 8 kgs in 3 months. I was in a very bad condition. And today, if I am able to heal people, if I am able to guide people, okay, I never have claimed or I will never claim that I am the ultimate source of knowledge or I am the ultimate healer. But being in that stage, if I can come up to this stage, I believe everybody in this world has that capacity, innate capacity given to them by God. Okay, only thing is your time has to come and you need the right guidance and mentor. Right? So that is what I believe. Now, moving ahead. Okay. So we all talk about healing, but first we need to know what is health. What is health? Can all of you tell me what is health according to you? Health andrenu? All of you are familiar with what language? English, Kannada, Hindi?
Kannada.
Kannada. Okay. How many of you are familiar with Kannada and English?
Kannada.
Anybody with Hindi here?
Kannada.
So what is health according to you people? Health andrenu?
ಆರೋಗ್ಯ.
ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
ನಾವು ತಿಂದ ಆಹಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್
I am healthy. If you have to say I am healthy, how can you say I am healthy?
ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದು ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ.
Drugs ತಗೊಳ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತಿನಾ? Okay.
Yes.
Supposing there is one person who is not taking any medicine.
Yes.
Okay, but he is very lethargic. When he gets up in the morning, okay, he just cannot get up. He has no motivation to get up. So ask him to do one work, he is very lazy. He feels very tired the whole day. He has chronic aches and pains. He's not taking any medicine. Okay, he's like, no, I have willpower, I can manage. Do you call him healthy? Can you call him
Mind power.
healthy?
Mind power.
Mind power. Having good mind power is healthy.
Yes.
Okay. If there is a person who is,
ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು.
yeah,
ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತೀವಿ.
okay. Okay, I'll give you another scenario. There is a person who is not caring about anything in the world. Like you said, he's carefree. Okay. He does not care what you say. He's very healthy. He's not taking any medicine. He's very fit. Okay. But he's always having relationship issues. He fights with his parents. He fights with his spouse. Okay. He's angry with his boss. Is he a healthy person? Is he, do
ಮೇಡಮ್,
you call him a healthy person?
ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗೆ ಒಂದು
sir. They'll come one day where you will not be able to keep listening to everyone.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಣಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆಯ್ತು,
Correct.
ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ.
So, ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ, health ಅಂದ್ರೆ now tell me what is health? BM Hebde ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? How many of you know Dr. BM Hebde?
ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋವು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ ನೋವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕದು ನನ್ನ ಲೆಕ್ಕದ
ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್
ಪ್ರಕಾರ.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಲ್ತಿ ಅನ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಾ?
ಹ?
ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪೇನ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಮೈಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನಮ್ ಬಾಡಿನೇ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್.
Okay. I'll come to what I was telling. What I mean to say. Health ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? How many of you heard about BM Hebde?
ಮೇಡಮ್, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಿದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವ್ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರೋದು, ಲವಲವಿಕೆಯಿಂದಿರೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ನೋವುಗಳು, ಒಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಕಟ ಪಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರೋಂಥದ್ದು.
ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಸೆಡ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಸಂಬಡಿ ಸೆಡ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ರೆಸ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ? ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಬಾಡಿ, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೋಲ್. Mind is the mental aspect, psychological aspect. Body is the physical aspect. Okay. You should, when we say mental aspect, you should be psychologically stable, healthy. Okay. Kama, krodha, mata, matsarya, nothing you should have. Or in case you have, you should know how to handle them. You should not be hindering your day-to-day activities. Okay. Obviously, physical health, everybody knows. You should have a healthy heart. Healthy heart means, supposing if you are unhealthy, you will never be able to be compassionate and love others. When you're down, okay, somebody comes to you asking for something, you will scold and you will argue or will get irritated and you will send them away. Okay, you have hatred, jealousy, anything towards anyone, you will never feel like loving them or helping them. Right? So, you need to be healthy in heart. This is the emotional quotient. Right? Emotionally also you should be. Right? And the fourth is your soul or your spiritual aspect. A person who is fit and fine with all of this is considered to be healthy. Right? BM Hebde sir says this. Health means being able to do work, having the ability to be compassionate and loving. All these things together means health. Right? Simple alva? If you are sick, will you have that zeal or enthusiasm to go and work or do some work? No, you will not. When you're sick, you will not feel like having that personal heartly conversations and interaction with people. So your physical, mental, emotional, and your spiritual health together will comprise health. So if you're lagging in any one of them, you will have to see one or the other doctor or healer. Okay, physical ailments, you'll go to a physician. Mental ailments, you'll go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Spiritual ailments, you need to go and visit a guru. Right? So health means being able to be capable and able in all these all these four aspects in life. Right? Now, what are the signs of a healthy body? If you have all these signs, that means you are a healthy person. If you don't have any one of them, that means you have some other kind of health issues. First, you need to have a clean body. You need to be in an ideal weight. That is, you should not be overweight or underweight. Okay. You should have a radiant skin without any makeup. Right. You should have tons of energy, lot of energy and enthusiasm to work. You should be able to sleep better. Okay. When you sleep, they say when you sleep and wake up in the night, it is like a rebirth. You die in the night and you are reborn in the morning. Right? So you should get good deep sleep. You should have strong hunger at least 2 times in a day. What we do, we eat because it is time to eat. 9 o'clock breakfast time, 1 o'clock lunch time, 4 o'clock coffee time, again 9:30, 10 o'clock dinner time. Whether our body is requiring it or not, we are eating. We're supposed to eat to live. But nowadays, people are living to eat. That is the problem. So you should have a strong hunger. Strong hunger means you should feel hungry only 2 times, and when you eat enough food, you should feel that satiety. Some people will keep feeling hungry every 1 hour, every 2 hours. That is also not right. That is also signs of unhealthiness. Okay. Any kind of aches and pains you have in the body, you are unhealthy. Any kind of aches and pains. No matter how small it is, even if you decide to ignore it, it still shows that you are unhealthy. Remember, pain is not a bad thing. Pain is your friend. Pain is indicating that you have some problem in your body. My strong advice is whenever you have any pain, don't ignore it, saying that if I ignore, it will get better. No, it will not. So pain is your indicator. It is your friend telling you have issues in your body somewhere or the other. Okay. It is your body's language. It is giving you warning signs. So please learn to listen to your body. Okay. There are some steadfast people and fools. They're like, I have a lot of stamina, lot of willpower. I will do. Okay. You will do, but you are also going to do harm to your body. Your body will not thank you in the long run. You will start blaming yourself, saying why I didn't take care of myself when initial symptoms of issues were there, right? So never ignore pains. If you're able to have enough joy and laugh, not the artificial kind of laughter you get, the genuine happiness and contentment that you have in life, if that is there, you are a healthy person. Okay, excitement for each day, every day morning, if you're able to get up, or you can't just wait to get up. Okay, you have some purpose-driven life, saying that, oh, today I need to get up, I need to do so many things. Okay, that is a sign of health. But if you're pushing yourself to get out of the bed every day in the morning, somehow or the other, I need to get up, I need to, dina mugudre sakappa. I'm just waiting for this day to end. When night will come, I want to sleep, I want to take rest. Oh, Monday already, I have to go to office. All these are signs of unhealthiness. Okay. And you should have the ability to let go. Let go means letting go of anything that is bad, any emotions, anything that you keep, even your physical detoxification, if it is happening, it is a sign of healthiness. Okay. Some people say, I don't sweat, I am healthy. People who don't sweat are also unhealthy, you know. Not being able to sweat is a problem. Okay. First thing I always do is when I ask my patients, when I'm doing the intake form, when I'm doing the case history, I will ask them this very important question: do you sweat? They say, no, I don't sweat. I don't smell. I'm a healthy person. That is a very wrong notion. What people think, if you don't sweat, you're healthy. No, you should sweat, but you should not stink. Okay, if your sweat is smelly, that means you have some toxins in your body. You have pitta in your body. You have excess cold, stagnation in your body. It could be anything. So you should be able to let go physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Okay, be in the present, right? That is what is important. And you should have a calm mind even in chaos. Even when there is issues in your life, in your any untoward circumstances you come across, emotions will obviously come because we're all human. But you should know how to handle those emotions, and you should be able to let go of those emotions and overcome those situations. These are signs of health, right? And having a genuine, loving relationship is also a sign of health. This is one place or one particular situation or point in life where I have seen 98% of people fail in current life situations. We are all living in superficial relationships where we are genuinely not happy. Okay, you're happy and you're not able to express. You have that hindrance saying, oh, how they will feel, what will happen. And you're keeping all these negative, unproductive emotions inside, which is causing harm to your body. Few people don't know, there has been a survey, okay, by the American Medical Association, saying 98% of the diseases, modern day diseases that we see nowadays, are all psychosomatic. Psychosomatic means arising due to some or the other psychological imbalance or hindrances, right? So that is why we need alternative therapy. What is the core principle of alternative therapy? It is the holistic approach. We'll try to look at addressing the root cause and not just the symptoms. Because most often what symptoms we are seeing, okay, somebody might be having a very bad digestive issue, digestive upset. Okay, we treat them with all sorts of physical symptoms. Okay, we say he has a weak digestion, his liver is weak. Okay, he's not eating properly, his constitution is weak, everything is weak. But I have seen so many cases where the issue is actually psychological. The root cause for the digestive upset, IBS, I can boldly say up to 80 to 90% of IBS causes are emotional. Long-standing grief and anger is causing IBS in people, which people don't understand. No matter how many tablets you take, antacids you take, okay, antipyretics you take, painkillers you take medicine for vomiting, regurgitation, GERD, all those things. Okay, unless until you are addressing the emotional issue of that person, he will not be healed. I have seen so many of my patients when I'm doing counseling for them and when I'm treating them particularly for emotional imbalances, with acupuncture or whatever other sciences, okay, their digestive system, their digestive symptoms start to heal automatically. Why? Because I am not treating the symptom here. Okay, we are not treating the symptom here. We are treating the root cause. This is very important, right? So that is why we need alternative therapy. Alternative therapy always looks at the person as a whole, not their symptoms. Okay, that is why most of the time in the group, when people say, please give me protocol for diabetes, please give me protocol for so and so, please give me protocol for shoulder pain, please give me protocol for headache. You need to see what is the problem, because each person's symptoms are different, causes are different. I might be having a headache for a different reason compared to you. Right? So we need to look at the person and treat the person rather than the symptoms. This we need to learn. Okay, I always tell my students, particularly when they're doing the master's course, it's a diagnostics course. Okay. In TCM and in any kind of alternative therapy, you know, and it is a very common saying, very widespread saying, there is no wrong treatment. You can never give a patient a wrong treatment. What you're doing is you're doing wrong diagnosis. That is what happens most of the time in modern technique or modern healing sciences. Somebody has a hernia, they do operation and they put a mesh. Somebody has a cyst, they do operation and they cut that organ and remove it out. No, lot of people I have seen, they do gene therapy and diagnosis and other things. Okay, they have this breast cancer gene, they remove the breast cancer. They remove the breast so that there is no breast cancer. Don't forget, even though the breast is not there, okay, if you're not having a proper lifestyle and your emotional, physical, mental lifestyle is not maintained in balance, you will get cyst and cancer somewhere else in the body. How many organs can you remove and throw out of your body? Okay. Most common operation people get done is gallbladder stones. If gallbladder is such a very important organ, if gallbladder was not supposed to be required, it is not important in your body, God wouldn't have put it in your system. But again, I'm not telling you operations are bad. Don't go for operations. Because most of the time when patients come to us, they would have gone through all the other kind of therapies. They would have been in complete, what do you say, havoc in their system, and they come to us and expect magic to happen. No, certain times even modern science is required. But if you learn to understand your symptoms of your body early, okay, if I can give you an example of myself, because I always tend to give example of myself. I will never quote other people's examples. Right? I used to have goiter problems. Even now I have. You can observe closely. I still have the goiter cyst. Okay, but even before I could develop this, I was able to diagnose myself through my knowledge of alternative science and acupuncture and diagnosis that I have a weak digestive system, I have a weak liver, and I have a weak heart. And I might end up in having thyroid problems. Okay. But when I started treating myself, even though this physical manifestation is there, I can show you my reports for the past 10 years. My thyroid has always been normal. Every time and any time I check, it is normal. Because I am treating Chaya as a person, not the thyroid. Obviously, I'm taking help of homeopathy also, along with acupuncture sciences. But I have never been on any kind of thyroid medication ever. Right? So that is what is important. That is what we all need to learn. Okay. So all alternative therapies deal with root cause treatment and looking at person as a whole, not the symptoms. And it is an individualized care. Okay. Therapists will tailor the treatment for each person. Okay. Particularly in our acupuncture groups, okay, our healing groups, when people say, Madam, you had given this protocol for that person. I have same problem. Can I use the same thing? Now you tell me, will that person be able to use the same thing, or should she use the same thing? Yes or no?
No.
Write in the chat, yes or no?
No.
Obviously no. Unless until you have the same pattern, you have the same root cause, same kind of issues. Okay. People living in the same house with the same kind of emotions, same kind of food, same kind of environment, they will not have the same kind of physical issues. Even identical twins who are born with the same genetic makeup. I can vouch for this because I am a twin. I have a twin sister. She's an identical twin to me. Okay. The kind of issues she's facing right now is different. She has a lot of health issues even today. Okay. And since childhood, the kind of issues I used to have, used to be different. Why? We are 100% same genetically. But still issues are there. So when we cannot be the same, exact same, being identical twins, how can you give the same treatment for everyone? Isn't it? So this we need to understand. Okay. Every patient or every healer should understand this. Only then you will be able to understand. So all naturopathy or alternative therapies look at tailoring individualized treatments for people. Right? And it is a mind-body connection. Okay, all therapists recognize the impact of emotions and thoughts in the physical and their effect on the physical body. Right? So this is one important aspect that all alternative therapist healers will do. Ayurvedic practitioners, homeopathic practitioners, Siddha Vaidyas, or TCM practitioners, okay, NLP and CBT practitioners, we all do this. Okay, we recognize the impact. Okay, those who are interested, I can suggest one particular book. If you have not heard about Dr. Bruce Lipton, okay, BRUCELIPTON, you should read his book, Biology of Belief. He is a molecular biologist, okay. Ever since, I think, from 1960 onwards, he is in this field. Even before we could think of biotechnology, he's been doing research on cell biology. And he has come up with this understanding that what happens in your mind will physically manifest in your body. Right? Supposing I get a hurt here, I fracture my hand. Okay, there is one particular part in the brain which has pain sensing area, and it will start firing. Okay, neuroscience researchers have found that somebody is facing heartbreak, somebody is having emotional breakdown, or is emotionally hurt or mentally disturbed. The same area in the brain is fired. You can see activity in the same area. So your brain does not differentiate between emotional and physical pain. So whatever you think, it is going to create a cascade of events in your body. It is like a domino effect. Okay. What you think, it will start one set of factory going on. It's like a switch. Okay. It will start manufacturing all kind of negative enzymes and proteins, which is going to cause ill health. Okay. This we need to understand. Now, neuroscience, which is a very most modern or latest form of research area, they have found this, that what you think will manifest. What kind of emotions you feel will lead to your physical imbalances also. This is what we learn in TCM also, right? Yeah. So most of the alternate practitioners believe in 5-element theory or the 3 doshas. Okay. So it is a very beautiful cascade or dance between all the 5 elements. If you talk about Ayurveda, we have 5 physical and 5 metaphysical elements. So 10 elements altogether. Okay. Which they comprise or concise into 3 doshas. So based on this, we heal patients. Okay. Next. What is the advantage of alternative therapy? We have fewer or no side effects compared to all pharmaceutical and drugs that we take. Okay, they say any drug you take, you are getting closer to becoming a patient. Okay, people say, hey, one dolo only, one paracetamol only I will take. Okay, 100 degrees fever, people take paracetamol. We don't realize that fever is our friend. It is trying to protect your body, and you don't want that friend. And you're saying, I'm a chronic asthma patient. Why? Because you have taken so many fever medicines all through your life. You have not allowed the fever to run its course. Right? It emphasizes on preventive care. Okay. And it supports emotional and spiritual well-being. Okay. Encourages active participation in the health. Okay. Here we teach, in alternative therapy, we teach the patient to take responsibility of their health. Okay. You need to become responsible. No doctor can cure you. No medicine can cure you. Only you can cure yourself. This is the underlining statement or mantra in naturopathy. No pill will cure you. Only you can cure yourself. Right? So, what is integrative health approach of alternative medicine? You can combine it with any kind of alternative therapies. You can combine Ayurveda and acupuncture. You can combine homeopathy and yoga. Okay. Anything. Okay. Examples of integration: using acupuncture to manage chemotherapy side effects. Okay. And using meditation for chronic pain relief. Okay. Okay. So meditation alongside medication, right? You can integrate it with anything you want. Now, before we go into healing, we need to know what are the main causes for disease. Why we get diseases? Can anybody tell me what are the 3 main causes for diseases? Just 3. Okay. There are actually 3 physical and 3 metaphysical, but I group it into 3 sets. Okay. Your hurry, worry, and curry is what is giving you all the diseases. Hurry is being in lot of stress. Worry is having a lot of emotional imbalance. And curry is all the rubbish that we eat. Nobody is eating food now. We are all eating chemicals. Frankly speaking, even the vegetables that you eat are all chemicals. Okay. If you can simply go back to your memory and think, as children, when we used to eat carrot, how it used to taste, and now how it tastes. A beetroot used to be so juicy when you used to, raw beetroot when you used to bite into it. Now you have to put water and juice beetroot to get beetroot juice. So that is the kind of food we are eating. Okay. And not to mention all the junk food that we eat. Okay. We eat for this 3 inches or 4 inches of muscle in our body, not for the 30 trillion cells. That is the biggest problem or mistake we do. Don't eat for your taste. But we are all accustomed to eating with taste. Why? Because that is how the modern day foods are designed. Design ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ food ನ. ಇದು ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು each product is designed more enticing to the consumer. Okay. So there's a famous saying, if you're not buying any product, okay, you are the product. ನಿಮಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋಂಥ ನೀವೇನೇ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, you are the product. If you eat biscuits and chocolates, it is of no use to you. But still they're selling it. They're not selling that. They're selling your emotions. You're buying your emotions. So you are the product there. That we need to understand. And that we need to start teaching our young children and kids. Because like I always tell you, current state, 2025, India is growing, and in the coming 10 years, India is going to be a world leader. We are going to have surplus of everything. Ella irutte nama hatra. But yen iralla andre nama hatra health generation iralla. It is our moral responsibility to maintain our health and teach our next generation to live a healthy life so that they can enjoy all this prosperity that is happening, and they can even take it more ahead. Okay. That is our moral responsibility. Next. So chronic stress, the food we eat, sedentary lifestyle. Okay. Very simple technique I will teach you all. I know everybody will say, Madam, sedentary lifestyle, Antira, you ask us to do workout, go to the gym. We are not able to do. My lifestyle is that I work 24 hours in office. Okay, I'm always on meeting. I don't get time to work out. I can't go for a jog. I can't do yoga. Okay, there is this one simple test they did in Delhi. There's a particular place in Delhi where you have lots of tailors. Okay, bari darjigalu. You have all tailors. Okay, when they tested them, 99% of the tailors did not have any heart issues, except only one. Why that 1%? Because that person was using a motorized machine. What do tailors do? If you see their foot, this is how they pedal and they stitch. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, I'm not able to understand whether you people are really listening to the class or not. Everybody's camera is off. Okay, please switch on your
Madam,
camera so that you know that you people are.
ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು.
They keep doing this. So when you are doing this, do you know what happens? It is exercising your calf muscle.
Yes.
And if you have not heard about this before, your calf are your second heart. Because it has to pump the blood against gravity from almost 5-6 feet, or at least 4 to 5 feet against gravity. So people who are having a sedentary lifestyle will have all kinds of health issues, particularly heart related issues sometime in the future. So what you can do while you're sitting, for example, I'm taking class now, I'm doing this, I'm just sitting like this and I'm doing like this. In a day, if you're able to move your feet like this, at least for 100 days, for 1 month, second month 200 times, third month 300 times, and if you come to 600 times in a day, at least minimum, you can find automatically your health will start improving even without any kind of exercise. Simple alva, kashta idya ee ಕೂತಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. How many of you are finding it difficult to do this? ಯಾರ ಕೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು, ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ?
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
Yes.
See, I'm seeing only one person responding to the class. My intention is to give you some informations, right? It is not to sell the course and make money. I'm not here for money. Okay, I want people to interact. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ? How many people are finding it difficult? ಚಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ. ಆಗತ್ತಾ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? Can't you do this 100 times in a day?
ಮೇಡಮ್, ದೇವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದೇ ಕಾಲುಗಳು ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಓಡಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ.
Isn't it?
ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Yes, exactly. So sedentary lifestyle is one of the major causes for health issues, right? Toxic, having lot of toxins, both physical and mental. Taking junk material, always on social media, always on unwanted thing you watching on TV, television, okay, YouTube, Instagram. All these are toxins. They will harm your health. Major causes of diseases. Okay, if you don't believe, if you're there is a latest research that has come out saying if you're losing 1 night's sleep, that is you're not able to sleep for minimum 4 to 5 hours for 1 day, it is equivalent to releasing the particular S100B, some hormone in your brain, that is equivalent to having a physical trauma on your head. Accident ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರೈನಿಗೆ ಏಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾಮಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟರೆ. 1 night's bad sleep because of these mental toxins that we're putting through social media, right? And genetics is also obviously another important factor, but it is the least affecting factor. Okay, if your genes have to be active, if you can study about epigenetics, people who know a little bit about epigenetics, you will understand our genes. You might have the genes for cancer, you might have the genes for diabetes, okay, you might have the genes for certain chronic diseases, autoimmune diseases, but those genes are there. It is just a blueprint. It is left to you whether you want to access that room or not. You have 15 rooms in your house, okay, but it is left to you whether you want to access that room, use that room or not. How do you access these genes? These genes are activated by the mental aspect. Okay, the cascade of chemical and hormonal changes that happen because of our thoughts, emotions, and feelings. That is the one that activates our genes. Stress is the major factor that activates genes. That causes most of the diseases, right? You will see generations together, people will be short. All of a sudden, you will see their son being very tall. Why? Okay, because of the kind of food they're exposed to. Everybody is eating food with artificial chemicals and hormones. Indian used to be majorly 80% or 90% vegetarians, only 10% non-vegetarians up until the 1960s. 1960s, I'm telling you. After 1960s, India has become 75% non-vegetarians. Why I'm saying non-vegetarian? Because vegetarians who believe they're vegetarians, who buy processed food from outside, they're also eating non-vegetarian things. People who are drinking milk. Okay, you have animal hormones injected in that, and that hormone is there in your milk. So obviously people will start becoming unhealthy because you are activating that gene, right? And emotional imbalances are the main. Okay, here this is a small presentation or slide which is showing you the progression of diseases. Okay, your disease actually starts from a central disturbance, that is your everything that starts with your brain. Okay, the pollution that enters your body through your mind and physical body. Okay, it is going to start a central disturbance wherein your brain will start to know. It is like a key system. If anything goes into your body after digestion, when it is trying to get into the cells will not allow it inside. In body ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ cells. Okay, it will ask your brain and DNA saying, oh, are you familiar with this thing? Is it natural to me? Have your forefathers been eating this for generations together? Can I allow it into your cell? It will ask. If the answer is yes, it will enter your body or your cells, otherwise it will not. But over the period of time, okay, if you're putting too much toxins here, lot of toxins accumulating in your body, it will enter into forcefully, you will make to enter into your system. Okay, for example, sugar, lot of sugar, starch, carbohydrates you are eating. Only a certain amount is allowed into your cells. The rest, everything, what the body will do, it will try to eliminate it or it will try to throw it out. That is when you will start seeing sugar in your urine and blood. Okay, even before it can be seen in your blood. You know, this is the largest organ in your body. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ largest organ ಯಾವುದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Which is the largest organ? It is our blood vessels. You can circulate or go around the earth 2.5 times with the amount of blood vessels in one person's body. So what the body will do, all that excess sugar that you have taken, it will start coating your blood vessels with that sugar. More space, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜಾಗ ಇದೆ, it will start dumping it there. What will happen? This is your blood vessel. It is supposed to be like this. Just free agi move agbeku. Once it starts becoming coated with sugar, what will happen? It will become rigid. It will become very thick. Okay, it can't move. There is something called as angiogenesis that's supposed to happen, which will not happen. Okay. That is what is going to cause hypertension, high BP, cholesterol forming. This will start becoming weak. To support that, your liver will start secreting cholesterol here on the walls of them. Blockages will happen. All those things will happen. Okay. So coming back to this, initially it will start with central disturbance, then it will go to functional disturbance. That is when you will start seeing issues in sleep, appetite, digestion, urination, stool, variation in body temperature and other things. But here you will not find, you do all kind of your blood tests and all MRI, everything, you will still not be able to see anything. From here, it will come to peripheral disturbance. That is, you will start seeing issue with the skin, hands, legs, hairs. Okay, start seeing issue with your organs. But again, no diagnosis. You get all kinds of tests. Then they'll say MRI is also normal, CT is normal, blood test, everything is normal. But you will start feeling the physical effects. Later on, it will come to structural disturbance. This is when you can see the results in your lab test. Okay, people will say, madam, nange thyroid illa. Thyroid is always normal. Okay, but they will have all the symptoms. Right? So if you're already gone from stage 1 to stage 4, only then you will start seeing problems in your blood tests and medical reports. If you're past stage 4, sorry, this is stage 5, okay? That is when vital organ disturbances happen and chronic fatal diseases will arise. So being intelligent people, being conscious, aware beings, we should make sure that obviously this can be avoided in the first stage, but modern day lifestyle, this cannot be avoided. But we can learn to control it to progress to this stage. Somewhere here or here, we can stop it and start reversing it. Okay, so earlier you detect the issue, the faster the recovery. Right? Who is the best healer? Yogic science called Prana Shakti. In TCM, we call it Chi or Chi. And in Egyptian sciences history, they call it Ra. So that is why the whole idea of starting Pranamam AcuCare. What is Pranamam? Pranamam means it is a Pranama mantra or Omkar mantra. That is why our institute is called Pranamam AcuCare. Why Pranamam AcuCare? Because it is base of all existence and creation. Everything started from Pranamam. So the idea is, since you started from there, if you're having a problem with your car, most people, intelligent people, instead of taking it to a local tinkerer, you will take it to the manufacturer. So we want to go back to the actual manufacturer. Okay. So we want to integrate with the prana of the universe. Okay. We want to go back to the whole. That is the whole idea of starting Pranamam AcuCare. We want to learn to live a healthy life and start recognizing our innate capacity to heal. Right? What is prana? We all know it is the energy present everywhere. It gives physical vitality to sustain a physical body, and it is a breath or life force or life itself. And it also gives mental capability and emotional balance. Okay, mental clarity and emotional balance is there only when prana is active. Okay, prana is the one that initiates and causes healing. Without prana, there is no healing, right? And it's also related to our spiritual growth. Now, these are the list of most of the popular alternative therapies. Okay, people interested can go and get themselves healed by any kind of alternative therapies, which are very common. Okay, some other natural therapies, right? Now, let's look at an introduction to TCM and what we do in Pranamam AcuCare. Okay, what is TCM? Human body is emulates the cosmos. You know, it is nothing but made of the Panchabhutas or the 5 elements. So we say microsome in the cosmos. Okay, we are a miniature structure of that. We are a duplicate of what is happening in the universe. Okay, cosmos is made up of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water. So this is the basic thing that TCM principle is based upon, right? And harmony between these 5 elements and balance will lead to health. Disharmony will lead to imbalance and diseases. This we know, right? These are the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. They are arranged in this particular order because each one generates the other. Okay. Even in our organ clock cycle, when you'll see one element generating the other, right? And another important concept in TCM is the yin yang concept. Okay, we know what is yin yang. In our Indian tradition system, we call Ardhanarishwara because we know he is, or the creator is a combination of both male and female. He can do Tandava also, and he is the most courteous person also. He can bless you and he can curse you. Okay, we have the concept of sun and moon. So all these come under yin yang. So it is opposite to each other, but still working and dancing in harmony with each other, right? So we have something called as a meridian system in TCM, okay, where we know specific energy pathways are there through which the prana or the chi is moving, and you can access these pathways to heal yourself or cure yourself of the diseases. And each element has its own organ, and each organ has its own meridian. We have the 5 elements. Each element has associated with one organ, and each organ has its own meridian system. Okay, so we will learn about all these meridian systems, right? What is acupressure and acupuncture? Acu means a specific or small energy point. Okay, pressure means applying pressure to stimulate that energy field. Okay, same principle used in acupuncture, seed therapy, color therapy, magnetotherapy, cupping, electroacupuncture, whatever. Okay, the whole idea is to move from heteropathy to orthopathy. Heteropathy ne ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ನೇಚರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ತತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಗುಣಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಪರೀತವಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಹೆಟ್ರೋಪತಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಗುಣಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾಥಿ. ವಿಪರೀತ ದಿಶೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಗುಣದ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋದನ್ನೇ ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾಥಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಪಂಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನೌ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್. So acupuncture is an energy science, we know. That is why in the beginning I told you, if you are not filled with energy, you will not be able to heal others. Okay, so you first have to have something to give. Somebody is asking me for 10,000 rupees. I should have that 10,000 rupees reserved with me first, isn't it? Otherwise, how will I give you that 10,000 rupees? So the idea is, since it is an energy system, fill yourself with that energy system first. Work on yourself first. Okay. It is an energy science which works on energy channels and meridians. Okay. It works on manipulating the energy and chi flow in the meridians. There can be so many different kinds of disturbances in the energy system or in the meridian. What are the disturbances? You can have blockages, you can have deficiency, you can have excess, you can have stagnation or contraction. Blockages andre, it can be blockages of chi, blood, fluids, anything. Deficiency of chi, blood, yin, yang, body fluids, blood, everything. Excess, same. Stagnation, again, stagnation of chi, stasis of blood. Okay, all these things. Fluid retention, stasis of from stagnation. All these kind of imbalances we can have. Contraction is when anything is supposed to move in one direction, but it is moving in an opposite direction. It's called contraction. So this will cause imbalances. For example, somebody's had too much to eat. You had wrong kind of food. This is going to disturb your energy balance in your stomach. We know the energy of stomach always moves downwards, isn't it? Because what you eat, it has to move down. Adu natural tattva stomach energy ke bhagavanta kuttirodu. If you have eaten something wrong, if you have done something wrong, okay, emotionally, physically, you have done something wrong, this stomach energy will start moving upwards. Avaga enagutte, you will start having belching, vomiting, okay, gastritis, okay, dizziness, headaches, all these things you will have. So this ulta movement is called contraction. So these are the kind of imbalances that you can have in your system. Okay, so acupuncture sciences looks at working on all these things, right? So why is it important? Because it is easy and low cost, okay? And it is DIY, do it yourself. Anybody can do acupressure on themselves, provided you know the science and knowledge. Even without our knowledge, most of the times we do. You get hurt, what you do? You hold like this, isn't it? Suppose somebody is having a headache, you do this. Why do you do this? How many of you don't do? How many of you do like this when you have a headache? Or do you do this? Yav martira, which is more common? Or which is the most obvious thing? Like this, isn't it? Headache, you do this. Headache, you do this. If you can't remember something, you do like this or you think like this. Why is it? These are all acupuncture points. Even without the actual knowledge of acupuncture, innately our body has given the knowledge, or it holds that knowledge saying we need to press those points when it is hurting. Right? So it is a do it yourself kind of system, very easy for anybody and everybody to learn. Okay, you need little or no knowledge about life science to do this. In fact, for any kind of alternative therapies, or I would not prefer to say alternative, but since everybody is using alternative therapy, I will say alternative. But according to me, if I have to say, I will say these are the main kind of therapies actually. The allopathic system actually came as an alternative to all these kind of natural or native sciences. Okay. So compared to the other life science, mainstream life science, you have little or no knowledge, then also it's okay. You can learn. Okay. You can treat both symptomatically and root cause also. Both kind of treatment you can do. But most of the times, or 99.9% of the treatments that happen in allopathic system is all symptomatic. They will treat you for diabetes to reduce your diabetes. They treat you for BP to reduce your BP, but not to reduce the or remove the cause of BP. Right? They will treat you for thyroid by giving you extra thyroid hormones. But they do not understand that thyroid hormone imbalance is not the problem of thyroid. It is the problem of our liver. Our liver is so full of toxins. Okay, people will not understand this. Liver ketidre, if your liver is spoiled, lot of toxins, your liver is not able to do the function of methylation. There is something called as methylation that is very important. Now T2, T3, T4 and hormones iruttala. Your T4 has to get methylated and converted into T3 that is going to be used. When that methylation is not happening, no matter how much your thyroid gland is stimulated, your T4 is stimulated, you will not have enough T3 in your system. But what doctors will do, they'll say T3 is down, T4 is more. Let us give them thyroid hormones, external hormones. Initially, you take certain dosage. After 6 months, 1 year or 2 years, they will increase that dosage. Is it curing you or is it just giving you temporary results? In fact, it is
Temporary.
even harming your system even more, because those artificial chemicals and hormones have to be again metabolized by your liver, and you're putting more stress and pressure on your liver. Okay, so allopathic system always looks at coming for quick fixes than to treat the root cause, right? So having right kind of food and increasing your methane peroxidases in your body itself, okay, will take care of your thyroid problems, right? That is what is the difference here, right? Now, what are the treatments? All these lists are there and many more. Some common treatments that you can do here in TCM, right? Now, what you can expect to learn, okay? You can expect to learn my complete 10 plus years of learning, whatever I have learned with my experience, okay? I intend to give it to you people, okay? Be it acupressure, seed therapy, diet, okay? I always emphasize on diet and nutrition, okay? I always tell people, my students and my patients, first focus on your diet. Try healing yourself with diet. If it does not work, only then use acupuncture points. Acupuncture point should be your last resort of treatment. Okay, somebody is having gastritis or belching. Have some buttermilk with some hing. Okay, start detoxifying your body every day with ashgod juice in the morning. Okay, if you're doing that regularly, that itself should be able to cure yourself. You don't need any acupuncture intervention for most of the cases. Okay, but acupuncture also an added advantage. If you know the science, when, where, how to treat it, it can do miracles in your life, right? So diet is a very close aspect to my heart. Okay, diagnosis and early recognition of issues. We will learn this. How to diagnose people. Okay, you can diagnose a person who's having diabetes even before he can be tested for diabetes with the blood test. Remember that chart I showed you? Okay, looking at the tongue, looking at the symptoms of the patient, you can say that you might have diabetes. 10 years down the line, you might end up in heart issues. So it's better start mending your lifestyle right now. Start changing your lifestyle. Do the required corrections right now. Okay, you can do early detection and recognition of issues. You will also learn emergency management system. For example, somebody is having very bad strep throat. A heart attack is there. Okay, it will take time for you to reach the hospital. Okay, how do you reach that kind of pattern? Some excess bleeding kind of issues is there. Somebody is lost consciousness. What are the treatments that you can do? Simple example, if I can give you one particular example, is anybody is having a heart attack. Okay, there is in one wonderful point located here on your small finger. Can you see the screen? Okay, upper joint, lower joint, above
Middle.
lower joint. Here is one point. Okay, all you can do is you can press this. You can take a needle and prick it. If you don't have anything else, you can bite and bleed it. Take a small blade and bleed it. Allow it to bleed. This will help the patient to reach the hospital at least.
Madam,
Somebody is unconscious, having a fit. You can use pericardium 9 point. You can use this and this point. You can use your kidney 1 point. Okay, these are the points that you can do first aid treatment for the patient. Somebody is having hypertension, anxiety, okay, and panic attacks. You can treat them with H7 and pericardium 7. Two wonderful points. Even H3 also you can treat. Just by stimulating or just by tapping this whole hand. Or you can put ice bag on the back of his neck. This will help in cooling down that yang energy. You can put ice on the base of their feet. Okay. Lot of hypertension is there. You can apply black color here on both the thumbs. So these are kind of emergency techniques that you will be able to treat and it will help you. Okay. In fact, after learning acupuncture recently, last year when my father-in-law was facing heart-related issues, we were in Chennai. It was 2 o'clock in the night. Suddenly started sweating, lot of palpitation. His BP was 200. by 180. Okay, we are trying to call the doctor and ambulance. Nobody is responding. Okay, I had acupuncture points with me. I had the knowledge with me. I applied color. I applied acupuncture points. I bled this point for him. Okay, literally I had to pick. It will not come. Those situations, most of the time, it will not bleed. Sometimes people also bleed the tip of the ears, tip and apex of the ears also. Take a blade and cut it. He loses his finger, no problem. That man should survive. He will thank you later on. Okay. But later on, the next day when we did the ECG, it was normal for my father-in-law. Okay, so these kind of things you can learn. Right? Yeah. We will learn cure and preventive treatment. Okay. We will learn cure for most of the problems here. And we will learn to do root cause diagnosis. Okay. Symptomatic treatments also we will learn, because that is very important. When somebody is coming to you with pain, tell them, no, we will treat your liver first, then pain will go after 3 months. It will never come back to you. Or that you should never do that. When the patient is suffering, treat them with symptomatic problems also. When they're at ease little bit, then you start with root cause problem, because you are morally bound, because you call yourself a healer. Okay, that is why most of the healers, I find it very funny when they feel bad that they're not able to call themselves doctors. I say, you need not call yourself doctor. You're calling yourself a healer. What else more do you want? It feels so good. I am able to heal someone completely.
Yes.
It is better you call yourself a healer than a doctor, because your intention should be to heal the person. Or at least if you're not able to heal them, I have seen in my practice, if I'm not able to heal the patient completely, at least I'm able to instill that confidence in them, able to teach them to handle the systems themselves without being dependent on drugs. You will not be able to cure 100% of the patient 100% of the time. Or you will not be able to give 100% of relief to everyone. That reality you should understand. But you should be able to do the justice to the word healer. Okay, that is the intention. So for that, root cause identification and treatment is very essential. So there are 3 modalities that we have, 3 different levels: basic level in TCM, advanced level, and the master's course. In basic level, we learn about reflexology, sleep therapy, acupuncture, point location, identification of your archetype, color therapy, all these things. In advanced course, we learn all these things. We'll go to the next slide so that we can learn in detail. So this is what you will learn in basic course to join with Pranam AcuCare. You will learn reflexology and seed therapy, okay, different systems and treatment methods with them. You will learn TCM concepts in depth, okay. You will learn about yin and yang, organ clock system, yin and yang organs you will learn. Okay, you will learn the concept of chi, how it is formed, what is the direction, what is the characteristics of chi, what are the different types of chi, okay, and introduction to the kind of different imbalances in chi you will learn. This is going to take a lot of time before we can even complete this concept. Okay, we are going to take it very slow and in depth. Okay, and we are going to learn about essence, blood, body fluids, spirit, or the Shen. Okay, we are going to learn about so many things. We are going to learn about the 5-element theory, the different types of cycles and imbalance that leading to diseases, and how we are going to treat them. We are going to learn about archetypes. Okay, we are going to learn about organ clock, the yin and meridians, 12 different meridians and 2 extraordinary meridians we will learn here. Okay, other than these 2 extraordinary meridians, you have 8 other extraordinary or EOE meridians. We will learn that in the advanced course. Okay, and their points and function in detail we will learn. We are not going to learn only the 5-element points in one meridian. We are going to learn liver meridian. We are going to learn in detail liver meridian. We are going to learn the urinary bladder. We are going to learn all the 67 points in the urinary bladder meridian, at least most of them. Okay, because the 5-element points are not the only points that you can use for treatment. You should know all of them. If you want to call yourself a TCM practitioner or a healer, if you're using it or not using it, it is left to your discretion, but you should have the knowledge of all these things. Okay, please stick with me till the end. You will know why it is important and why you should join Pranam AcuCare. and what are the advantages. I'm seeing some people are living in between, it is their loss. Okay, location of important Sujok points. Okay, I will not just give you the chat, I will show you literally on my hand how to identify these points. Okay, because on chat it looks very different, and identifying them on our hand is very different. Right, I will show you on the hand how to identify them, how to locate them. If I say back shoe points, they're all located here. If I say UB20, how will you locate UB20? How will you locate UB17? How will you locate UB13? All this I will teach you, right? So that you are using the right acupuncture points for better effect. Okay, I'm going to teach you with lot of patience and dedication. People who are interested will also have to learn with lot of patience and dedication. Believe it or not, I am not lying to you. Initially, the idea was to have each course only for 3 months. But I had intended to complete all 3 modules within 8 months. But it took me almost 15 months to complete, and I still have to do some more for my previous batch. 15 months, I am there with you, right? And we are going to learn a very important concept of TCM, nutrition and health. Okay, recently I completed a naturopathy course. This is the certificate, you can see. Okay, it is blurred, I don't think you can see. You will get the knowledge what I've learned here also. So as and when I am learning, as and when I am growing, my students will also grow. Okay, supposing I have not taught you something right now, for the next batch, if I've learned something, if I'm teaching them, my previous batch students will learn it for free. That is my promise. Okay, nobody else will give you this promise. Because I am here to impart knowledge. As I promised, whatever my experience is there, I want to give it to you. I can't take it with me when I'm dead. No use of all that knowledge. If I'm not giving to anyone, I just wrap it and take it with me. What is the use? So, nutrition and health. Okay. It is one of the very close topics to my heart. Okay. I place this above everything else. So we will learn about that also. Right. And what will you learn in the advanced course? Right. I hope all of you are able to understand, right? Any doubts, you can please ask me later on. We will learn introduction to TCM and acupuncture, okay? How to live a healthy life, okay? We will learn about nutrition, okay? General and TCM based nutrition we will learn, okay? Location of Sujok points, that also we will learn. Again, use of magnets and treatment, okay? Color therapy, TCM and Ayurvedic color therapy we will learn, okay? Tapping techniques we will learn. Taping techniques, where you will learn different ways of taping. Most of the times when you have motor issues, okay, or ankle pain, back pain, shoulder pain, wrist pain, these kind of pains, you can use taping methods where it will give you a lot of relief from pain instead of taking painkillers. Okay, I have used taping technique as one of the major technique to overcome my plantar fasciitis or heel pain. I used to suffer with this a lot. Okay, I have never taken one single shot of steroid or any one single painkiller ever in my life for treating my heel pain. Okay, since almost 1.5 years, I have no heel pain. I don't even remember that I had heel pain. Okay, I use taping technique with that. Right? 5-element theory and the cycles, we will do a small recap in advanced course. Okay, treatment of acute, chronic and subacute diseases, how we are going to use TCM to treat these kind of diseases, we will see. Different forms of chi and formation cycles, we will see. We will learn more about organs and functions, okay? Direction of flow of chi in each organs and how it works, okay? How it is related to health, we will learn all this. Causes of diseases, we will learn different causes, internal, external and miscellaneous causes, we will learn. Okay, it is a vast topic, right? And we will learn different categories of points that you can use in treatment. Within the 400, 300, 400 different acupuncture points that we have, it is divided into different categories. If you understand these categories, it will make your treatment process very simple. Okay, you will not have to remember all the 400 points. Okay, if you know the categories, you'll be able to treat with them. Okay, What are the categories? You will learn about the 5 shoe points. You will learn about the organ source point. You will learn about the distal points. You will learn about the influential points. What is Z-clef points? What are Leo points? What are their functions? When you can use these points? What are command points? What are alarm points? That are your back shoe, front shoe points. Okay, window of heaven point. What are your Harori points? Your ghost points. Okay, we will learn about ghost points. Okay, this is a very important topic that is very close to me. Okay, we learn about ghost points. So what is ghost? Ghosts are devil. These are the ghosts that are there in your mind, psychological ghosts. Yeah, you learn to treat them. You will learn 8 extraordinary vessels and treatment. This is one fantastic topic which is very close to me because I just love this. This will tell you understanding 8 extraordinary vessels or EOV, 8 EOV points or vessels. Okay, we'll tell you how our body is so intricately connected. Okay, right from birth, and how our body interacts and how yin yang and other channels interact with each other. Okay, these are extraordinary points that can treat very hard to treat problems. Okay, very good point. I love this topic. Okay, we learn the function of the 6 extraordinarily yang organs. Okay, people do not talk much about the uterus, brain, marrow, bone, our blood vessels, and gallbladder. Okay, we will learn about these organs also and their importance in health and treatment. Okay, we will learn about the Panchakarma points. Okay, we'll learn about contraindications and precautions. This is not a separate topic, but as and when we are studying, we will learn about contraindications. Contraindications where you are not supposed to use certain points and what kind of precautions you need to be using while using certain points or certain kind of therapy. Okay, that we will learn. And we will learn about case studies. These case studies, we will do a little bit in advance, but when we go to master's course, we will do more in detail case studies. Okay, and we will learn about Dr. Wolf's point. This, if possible, we will do in advanced course. If not, we will do it in the master's course. But if time permits and if you are able to understand all the other concepts, we will do this. So currently I am doing these 2 topics. I've included these 2 topics in the master's course. It is not there in the advanced course, but still it is there in the PPT because it is old PPT. Right? What you will learn in the master's course? Master's course is basically a diagnostic course. Okay, master's course is for those who have already learned little basics of acupuncture and they know the different kinds of points and what are the uses of those points. Okay, here you will learn how to diagnose the patient. Pakka. What is the actual root cause? What is the actual imbalance in the patient? You will learn in this course. Okay, this is a very big course. In detail, we will learn. We learn about the causes of diseases. Again, internal, external, miscellaneous causes we will learn. We will learn about the diagnosis of diseases. Okay, 4 ways of diagnosis we will learn. We'll learn about the 8 principles of diagnosis. The 5 element imbalances we will see. Okay, the cycles and their imbalances and how we are going to treat them. We are going to learn the types of imbalances in the human body. That is imbalances in chi, blood, body fluids, and essence. In detail, we will learn. All different patterns that come under these 4 categories, we will learn in detail. What are the symptoms? How you can identify, and based on the patient's or client's symptom, which category they fall under. If you know this, you can treat the patient for the root cause exactly, right? Yes. And we will learn about various stages of diseases. There are 4 stages: meridian level, elemental level, organ level diseases, and disease types of the 8 extraordinary vessels. Okay, this I've incorporated all this in the advanced course only, last batch. So we'll still learn all these things. Okay, then comes the most important thing. We're going to learn different types of diagnosis. Okay, starting from head to toe. Everything, body constitution, face, taste, eye, head, nose, mouth, tongue, bowel, our appetite, how our hunger is, how tired we are feeling, how energetic we are. Okay, what are the type of aches and pains we have, psychological imbalances, emotional imbalances, sleep imbalances, female disorders, male disorders, our pulse, our tongue diagnosis, everything we will learn. Okay, and this is incorporated along with the TCM pattern diagnosis. Right? Like I told you, contraindications and precautions we will learn. Dr. EOV points we will learn. We will do a lot of case studies. Okay. and how to diagnose the patients and prepare your own protocols. You need not see here. I'm telling you about TCM pattern diagnosis. There are so many TCM patterns. How will you remember 20, 30 points in each pattern? What points you have to use? How will you get to know? After this course, you will not ever have to remember them. You will prepare your own protocols. You do not even have to refer anybody's textbook or notebook. Okay. You will learn to give your own protocols to students or your patients. Right? And coming to NLP, I have another course set up called as NLP. NLP is Neuro-Linguistic Program. Okay. What is Neuro-Linguistic Program? This is my newfound love, or ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ. Because like I told you, 90% or 98% of health issues are psychosomatic. Okay, 90% of diseases here are written. Close to 90-95% of the diseases are psychosomatic in origin. Namma brain, our head, our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, if they are under control, you can heal yourself very easily. Chronic to chronic problems, you can heal yourself. Okay, NLP recognizes strong body-mind connection, okay, which leads to diseases and which also leads to your way for health. Like I told you, epigenetic process or epigenetic mechanism, what Dr. Bruce Lipton talked about. Okay, if your body can create illness, it can create wellness also. Okay, NLP talks about most of the so many obstacles in our life which we face when we facing our goals, right? See, at any given point of time, today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, everybody has some future plans. Okay, where we are in right now, we call it as current state. Everybody has some desired state. Okay, no matter what, you might have had a goal saying, I want to do engineering. You achieve that. After that, what? You again have another desired goal that you set, right? So in the process of reaching this desired goal, we have a lot of obstacles that we need to face. Okay, what are those obstacles? Right? These obstacles are nothing but our limiting beliefs. Okay. There are two kinds of systems that happen. Okay, you are in an environment, in the world. Okay, you are trying to reach from your current state to your desired state. Okay, and there is a barrier in between, or there is a path which you have to traverse. From here to here, you have to move. In that process, there are so many obstacles. There are, again, you can divide into two parts. Okay, if I can share my screen, let me show you something. Just a minute. Okay, can you see the screen? So this is our current state. Everybody wants to move to some or the other desired state in life. Okay, in life, we are living 5 different kinds of lives. Okay, everybody is living 5 different kinds of lives. 5 different types of jivna. Now notice there. What are the 5 different lives we live? Okay, first is financial. Second is our physical health. Okay, third is our relationships. Okay, fourth is our business. Okay, you might say finance and business are the same, but it's different. Okay, and then the fifth one is our inner life. Okay, within ourselves, we have our own life. Okay, you might be a husband, you might be a wife, you might be a daughter, you might be a student, you might be a professor, you might be a doctor. But within yourself, you have your own important life. Okay, at each stage, everybody has a desired state and a current state. Health-wise, I'm in this stage right now. I desire to be here. Financial-wise, I'm in this stage right now. I desire to be here. Okay. Relationship-wise, I'm somewhere, but I want to be somewhere else. So this is the path that we need to take. In this path, we have a lot of obstacles. Okay. These obstacles are divided into two. Okay. External and internal. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you agree with me or not? What is external and internal? External is my family
Achi.
background. They are not allowing me to move out of the town and study. Okay. For women, they want me to get married early. Okay. What people will think. Okay. Financially, I do not have support. Okay. I do not have proper mentors. Okay. Or somebody cheated me. All these are external obstacles. What is your internal obstacle? What is your internal obstacle? Your internal obstacle is how you react to these external obstacles. Most of the time, it is our limiting beliefs. I want to become rich, but I feel you need to have money to make money. I need to become successful. My desired state is success. Right now, I am jobless. From here to here, I need to move. But what is my internal belief or internal obstacle? I am lazy. I am timid. I am afraid. Okay. I have low confidence. All these are internal beliefs. Okay. Today I am overweight. I want to become fit or I want to become healthy. Okay. This is what I want right now. Okay. I need to move from here to here. But what are my obstacles? I like junk. I don't like to do exercise. Okay. I have no motivation. And again, I'm lazy, procrastinate. How will you become fit? How can you become healthy if you're not eating properly? How can you become healthy if you're not sleeping properly? I'm addicted. Social media. You're not doing good in your job. You want to become successful, but you're not ready to do hard work. You're not ready to learn. You have that belief saying, oh, only rich people can make money. And people who make money are always bad. Somebody who's making money fast must be he has done something wrong. This is the kind of belief you have in your system. How will you prosper? Yes or no?
Yes.
So these are kind of hindrances that we have in our life, both health-wise and financial-wise, right? Where is it? So that is what NLP helps us, and that is where NLP helps us. Okay. Okay. So obstacles and goals in our life. And to reach our desired state, neuro-linguistic program helps us to overcome this. See, when we say neuro-linguistic program, it is neuro means brain, our neurons. Linguistic means language. Okay, and it is programming. Language means the way we communicate. When we communicate, again, there are two types of communication. One kind of communication that we do with the external world, and one kind of communication that we have internally with ourselves.
Finish, madam, please.
Okay, and you can somehow change or very easily adapt and train yourself to develop good languages with the external world, right? You can develop good mannerisms. You can improve the tone of your speaking. You can improve your speaking skills. Okay, you can develop the art of your demeanor, how you look, how you sit, how you speak. All these things you can learn. You can easily develop a positive attitude with this. But what is difficult is, let me tell you, it is very difficult to change your internal dialogue. Your internal communication is very difficult to learn or very difficult to change. Why? Our brain is programmed to think negative. Whatever you think, anything that you can think of, the first thing our brain will think is negative. Right? It will think of it in a negative way. Our brain is programmed like this. Why our brain is programmed like this? Because this is the result of millions of years of evolution. Okay, just imagine ಒಂದು 5,000 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, 5,000 ವರ್ಷ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, 10,000 years ago. You are a hunter gatherer, you are in the forest. Okay, you are in some grassland. Any sound that you hear, you should be very alert, because you may never know. It could be a rabbit, it could be a rat, it could be a lion, it could be a dinosaur. So our brain found it that if we are thinking negatively in those circumstances, it is more beneficial for survival. Neuroscientists believe that even though we might have evolved physically, financially, and culture-wise, our brain still lives in a primitive programming. No matter how many advanced computer programs you might learn, your brain still thinks the way it was programmed thousands of years ago. The concept of fear, the concept of negative thinking. Okay, there is nothing called as negative thinking. Do you know that? If you tell someone, don't fall, they will fall down. If you tell them, hold on, they will hold. Let's do one simple exercise. Are you ready? For us to do this exercise, I really want all of your cameras to be on right now, because I want to see your expressions and reactions. We are almost at the end. Another 10-15 minutes, I'll finish. Please. Anupama ma'am, Rajini ma'am, Ravi sir, David, all of you, please switch on your cameras. Okay. For the next 10 seconds, I don't want you to think about the color red. Don't think about the color red. Anything that is red should not come to your mind. When you scan your eyes in the room, you should not look at the color red. Now tell me, how many of you actually saw the color red? How many of you saw the color red? Why? Rangnath sir, ನೀವು red color ನೋಡ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ? Did you see red? Lift your hand if you saw red. If you thought of the color red, lift your hand. Why? Because our brain does not understand the word not, negative, no, never. It will understand, unmute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ sir. It will understand only what you told it. It will understand only red. Okay, during meditation, if somebody tells you, don't think about your thoughts, thoughts will come. Yes or no? How many of you tried this? Try to focus on your breath, don't focus on your thoughts. All kind of thoughts will come in your brain. If you tell someone, don't get tensed, be confident, they will definitely get tensed. Because our brain is programmed for negativity. But you have to move from current state to desired state, health-wise, financial-wise, your business-wise, relationship-wise. How will it happen? So this is the normal language of your brain, internal language that you have. So neural language has to be programmed or reprogrammed. So this is what is NLP. Neuro-linguistic programming. You are reprogramming your body, your mind or your subconscious mind to think in a certain way, which is more productive. So that is what we do. Okay. What is NLP used for? What are the uses for NLP? It helps in eliminating limiting beliefs. Okay. Treating memories of traumatic life incidences. Okay. Using NLP techniques, you can come out of those traumatic life incidences. Okay. PTSD. You can treat difficult to treat diseases, both physical and mental diseases you can treat using NLP. You can take care of aches and pains using NLP. Okay. NLP is the more used for coaching and mentorship. That is mind mastery classes. Okay. We have these kind of, all these things will be taught in NLP. We will learn how the mind works. Okay. We will learn goal setting and achieving goals, how to overcome procrastination. We will learn about money mastery, how to eliminate our negative beliefs about money. We will learn about sleep mastery. We will learn about gratitude. We will learn about relationship mastery, money mastery, like I told you, and habit mastery. All these things we will learn. Right? Now, these are the gains by the end of the program. 3 different modalities are there. Okay. Basic course is for people who have absolutely zero knowledge, or people who want to brush up their knowledge can do this basic course. Okay. So this is what you will be learning. From the first day itself, you will be able to treat people. Okay. Right. You will be able to prepare your own formulas and protocols for treatment. Okay. Overall improvement in your particular health, you will see. Okay. You will, when you learn this, you will see improvement in habit mastery, your financial, emotional, mental states. Okay. And we always have hand holding, supporting, and you will get recording of all the classes. Right. Then what are the important features of this class? I intend to keep the strength of the class very low. My maximum strength is going to be 35. If more people are interested, 40. But looking at the number of people here, I don't think it will be there. Why? Because if the number of students are less, I can have a personal interaction with them. Personal mentorship I can do. It is a lifelong relationship we are going to have. Okay. I have a very personal rapport with all my first batch students. Okay. Individual mentorships are there. And whenever, as and when you require help, I am there. And if you want to teach me something, correct me, I am open for that. It is a two-way interaction we're going to have. Okay, minimum period recording also of the class also you will get, so that you can go through them. And I'll also teach you how to study and how to understand. Because most of the time we just teach students and we don't teach them how to study, how to understand, how to develop that habit of being a student. Okay, we will do case studies for better understanding. Okay, as and when sometimes if I'm facing some challenging cases which I need to discuss with the group, that will be discussed with the group so that they can learn from the cases that I'm handling. Okay, sometimes I will ask my own students to give the protocols and I will use that protocol on my patients if I find it is correct, and I will give them the feedback. Okay, so that will be there. We will learn how to handle cases and clients. Okay, how to take the case intake form and how to record the cases. We learn all these things. Okay, you will learn protocol building and simplification of treatment. Okay, when a patient is coming, how are you going to, based on the intake that you've taken, case history that you've taken, how are you going to simplify the treatment for the patient, so that not just you treating the patient, even on a distant module, the patient should be able to treat themselves and show results. You have to simplify it for the patient. That we will learn. Okay, enhanced confidence you will get before completion. And we make sure we try to deliver everything that we have promised. And there is no time restriction. If I have not delivered what I have promised, if I say 6 months, if it has to drag for another 6 months, I will drag it. Nothing is going to be left incomplete. That is my promise to. Right? Somebody is unmute. Can you please mute yourself? Right. Now, the most important part is all the students who enroll in our programs will get certification. Okay. Pranavam AcuCare Academy is a certified MSME group. Somebody is unmute. Can you please mute? Who is unmute? Lot of disturbance. Anna sir, mute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Yeah. So we are in partnership with Bhumika Nest. Okay. Bhumika Nest is a yoga and therapy group organization. They are a recognized MSME. They are recognized by Niti Aayog, Indian Yoga Association, okay, and Yoga Certification Board. Our students will receive a valid certification that will enhance their professional credibility in holistic healing. Okay, it is a very known fact that currently the state of acupuncture recognition in India is very bad. Okay, everyone and anyone is taking classes. They're taking huge sum of money and they're simply distributing certificates. And I did courses with so many of these kind of institutes and wasted a lot of money. And I came to know that none of those certificates are valid. I cannot be practicing with those certificates. That is when I started looking for institutes and I did my MD courses, which is given me the right to practice as a practitioner. Okay, government recognized authorized certification I have. Initially, last course, okay, last time when we introduced this course and my students asked about certification, this is where we had stuck and I told them no certificate in India or any group until right now, particularly in Karnataka, is valid unless until you are paying huge amount of sums and doing 3 years, 4 years courses. Okay, diploma course, BSc course, MS course, all those things. Okay, but I felt the pain that I had when I was a student and the same thing I was facing. So I thought I need to do some validation for my students. So with lot of effort, we are having this MOU with Bhumika Nest and all my students for all the above courses. Okay, except the workshop kind of courses that I do. NLP I don't certify, but TCM courses particularly, you will get valid certification which you can use for practice. Right? Isn't it good or not? Am I adding value to you people or not? Yes or no? Do you like the concept if I tell you I'm going to give you a valid certificate where you can use that certificate and practice as practitioners? Right? This is what you will get from Pranavam AcuCare. Okay. Other than the course fees, for this particular certification, you will have to pay a very minimum additional certification fees. Okay. Which we'll have to give it to Bhumika Nest because we are in MOU with them. What is the advantage? Now we'll get to know. Okay, how to get the certificate? We will have separate certificate for each TCM course. For example, if you're doing all the 3 courses, you will get 3 certificates. You will have to pay separately for all these 3 certificates, 500, 600 rupees max. Okay, particular participation certificates only for NLP modules. Okay, this is the only from Pranavam AcuCare. I cannot certify from Bhumika Nest here because we are not in dialogues for NLP right now. In future, if it happens, it will happen. Okay. Before you can get a certificate, we are going to make sure everything is very authentic and we're not distributing certificates to everybody and anybody who just pays the fees, doesn't learn, simply takes the recording We don't want them to become practitioners. We make sure that people who have taken the course actually learn, they are qualified. So students will have to write an online exam with minimum 50% pass marks. After each module is completed, okay, you will get a questionnaire. You will have to answer that question, online exam. Okay. And on securing minimum 50% mark, you will get the certificate. If you don't pass, you will get time. You can again retake the exam by paying additional examination fees. Once again, only on passing the exam, you will get Bhumika Nest approved Pranam AccuCare certification. Otherwise, you will not get. And along with this, each student will get a unique student ID, which is mentioned in your certificate. This adds more weightage to your certificate, and your data will be maintained in the database. Anybody who wants to verify your certification can reach us, and we can verifying your student ID number. We can tell them, yes, this is our student. This is how much they have scored. Everything will be cataloged and stored. This is going to help maintain record of the students, and we can reissue certificates in case of loss or misplacement. So if you know your student ID, we can give you another certificate. And all certificates will be sent via email. No hard copies will be there. Okay. And another thing is, we have future plans of offline interaction also for practice and doubt clarification. Okay. Initially, right now, everything is happening online. So probably after the month of May or June, we are looking at starting up our own center, building our own center. Okay. Hiring a small place and starting practice there. That is when we will organize offline classes for people who can afford to come, who are in and around Bangalore, or who can come. And when we organize online classes, you can come and practice live there. Okay. This we are planning to do in future, but I don't know timeline when it will happen, but it is definitely going to happen. Right. And what are the other features? All courses are available in Kannada and Hindi also, subject to sufficient number of students. If I'm having enough number of students, we can plan the same course in Kannada and English, Hindi also. Right now it is happening in English. Okay. And we also are planning skill improvement workshop courses for other acupuncture concepts. Because, for example, recently some students wanted to learn acupuncture or auricular therapy. I think Rangnath sir and few students are there. Okay. We organize separate auricular therapy class for them. Okay. Such students will also get certification, but they will get only participation certification. They will not get a diploma. Right. Okay. We are also trying to look at specific trainers and guest lecturers who can come on Pranam AccuCare online, and they can teach you certain concepts of healing, not just acupuncture. It could be Ayurveda, it could be yoga, it could be meditation, anything. Okay. We are trying to scale up in that way also. What are the requirements you will have to do? You need a laptop, mobile. Online classes will happen twice a week. Okay. For each module. Okay. Good internet connection is required. We need a Gmail account of yours to send YouTube recordings. Okay. And you need to join our WhatsApp group. Right. Those of you who have not joined the WhatsApp group, okay, you can join our WhatsApp group. I will send you the link. Right. And then what is the course fee and duration? Okay. This is our course fee. Basic course approximately 2 to 6 months. Almost 65 hours of class will happen. Okay. Initially it was 25,000, but we decided we need to scale it down because we are giving authentic certification. The price is like this. If you don't want certificate, I can reduce the price even more. But what is the use? You're paying and you're not getting any certificate, right? Advanced course is again 4 to 5 months course, around 40 hours of class, 40, 50 hours of class. So it is 17,500. Master's course is again 5 to 7 months. It can take anywhere up to 7 months. Okay, 45 to 60 hours. It is a vague number I've given. Sometimes it can go up to 60 hours also. So the fees for master's course is 35,000. Right? People who are interested in joining any course can join. Okay, you can circulate this information to others also. You will get a recording of this class. It will be put in the main group. So please join our WhatsApp and Telegram group. And mind mastery, habit mastery, and meditation classes will happen. Total price is 20,000, but I will not be charging 20,000 ahead. As and when classes happen, we will fix certain rate for each particular module and we will be charging for that. Okay. My special offer, this is what we always do in Pranam AcuCare for all personnel of armed forces and ex-servicemen. All my courses are free. So I want you people to share this information with anybody and everybody you can find in this category. I want them to learn. Because me being from a army family, I know how much they're doing for the country. This is my small contribution that I can do towards them. So all the courses that I offer today, tomorrow, anytime in the future is going to be free for all of them. What is it? All the basic course, advanced course, and master's course will be free for them. Okay. And people who take this course, 2 months free consultation for their family. Any family members will get free consultation from me for 2 months, no matter how many times you consult me. Right? This promise I am doing to you. The total price of the course is 1,14,000. Okay. Offer price is, when you add all the 3 courses together, it is 64,500. But people who are interested and want to pay up right up front, if you pay 35,000 rupees, you will get all the 3 courses. What are the courses? You will get basic, advanced, and master course for just the price of the master course. This is my offer. Right? Clear? Okay. But for that, you will have to book now and you can pay later. How are you going to do that? Classes will start for the basic, from basic course onwards. Okay. Depending on how many people join, if there are more people in intermediate, we can shuffle the timetable and we can have intermediate also or advanced also in between. So basic course will start from 2nd week of May. And you can pay a minimum of 99 rupees and block your seats. Okay, you have 1.5 month complete. Because I don't want to rush anybody right now. You can take your time, go through the presentation again, video again, look at the syllabus if you feel it is valid enough. Okay, if I have to be honest, okay, just for the certification itself, okay, if you have to go and get a government certified certificate of write an exam, you'll have to join certain groups, okay, take their courses, and for getting that certificate itself, you will have to, they will charge you somewhere between 50,000, 60,000 rupees. I have faced that. I literally have spent more than 1.5 lakh rupees for my certifications. Even more than that. Okay. So if you're interested, to the given GPay number, you can pay 99 rupees. Send me a screenshot and tell me what course you would like to join. I will block your seat. Okay. And the payments will be done in 2 installments. People who are interested, initially you have to pay me 5,000 rupees by the end of April. And remaining before the class starts in May, you can pay. Some people are finding it difficult. You can give me a call separately and we can discuss installment basis payment also. But currently 2 installments are there for booking the payment. Okay. And once you have paid, there is going to be no refund. Okay. Because everything is going to happen on our official website. I will give you the official payment gate also. So once it is paid, I will come under GST. So I will have to pay them and I cannot be sending refund to everyone. Right? People joining late can ask for the recording also. For example, if you decide to join somewhere in June or July or August, okay, if you pay the full amount, you will get the recording of all the classes. So you can watch them at your own time. Okay, and you will get recording for sufficient enough of time so that it is not like the 2 months I will take off the recording down. You will get time to study. Okay, and without examination, you will not get any certification. So this is what I wanted to tell you. The whole idea of having this class today was because many people were asking me, ma'am, I want to learn from you. I want to learn from you. How do I learn? Where do I contact? And other things. So the whole idea for today was to give you an understanding of what happens in Pranam AcuCare. What we do, what is our mentality, what is our goal, what we intend to do. That is all from my side. Any doubts anybody has, Yenara, you can ask me. Anybody is having any doubts? No, I guess. Anand sir? Sanjay sir?
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
ಸರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
These are the courses that we have. ಈ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಯು ದ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್.
ಸರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ.
So people interested can join the WhatsApp group. Okay, because I'll be giving all the information there in the WhatsApp group. So if you join the group, I will be announcing classes also there. People interested can join the classes after the group. Right? This is the WhatsApp group. I will also send you the information on the Telegram group.
ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ನೋಡು ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಕುತ್ಕೆ ನೋಡು, ನಾವರತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ಹಂಗೆ ನಾವು.
These are the two groups. Click on that. You can join our groups.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಯಾವ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ?
Please join our groups. Okay, I will also teach you how to study. Basic another problem is everybody will learn. Okay, I will give you some important study materials also. A lot of books I have. I will share those books also with you people. And I will teach you how to study because there are thousands of pages of books, materials. How will you study? How will you understand? Right? I will teach you all those things. Akka hand holding we will do. My intention is where I am today, at least 2 years, 3 years down the line, I want people associated with me to be there. Right? So adu nam intention, that is our intention. And actually I was hoping for more people to join today. Nevertheless, I know it is an IPL day. Everybody is busy with the IPL match. But like I said, recording will be available. You can join the groups and I will send a recording in the groups and you can share the information with all your friends and family. Any other doubts? People who are associated with me, how do you feel? I would like to know your feedback. People who know me earlier. Rangnath sir, please unmute.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ನೀವು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ? ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಫೀಲ್? ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ?
ಮೇಡಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ರಾಣಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಖುಷಿ ಇದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸಂಜಯ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಲ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ. If you have any feedback for me, if I have to change.
ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಏನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ.
Okay. Why I am asking you this is because I intend to improve myself. ಏನಾರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Who else is here? Ravi sir is here. I don't think I have this first time I think I'm meeting him. Nevertheless, so this is there and ಹೇಳಿ, somebody wants to say something? Okay, then that's all for today. Thank you for everyone who had joined. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ತನಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಇಂದ 11 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂತು. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ತನಕ ಕೂತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಯ್ತು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಕೆಲವು ಫ್ರೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. ಫ್ರೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಸ್. ವೈ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್ ನೈಟ್ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಕ್ಯುಪಂಕ್ಚರ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಕಲ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಈವನ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್ ಕಲಿಯೋಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದೆ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಫ್ರೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗಳು, ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಕೆಲವು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ once you have joined in the group, my request is stay active. Any health problems you have, direct ಆಗಿ ನಂಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. If you are okay with sharing it in the group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ, so that you will get answers from many other healers also in the group. ಅವರಿಂದ believe I am not the ultimate. ನನ್ನ ಇರೋ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಆ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಜ್ಞಾನನ ನಾನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But whatever extra knowledge is there, others who have We have a lot of healers in the group also. ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ತಗೋತಾರೆ. If you have any case studies to share, you can share in the group so that everybody else can learn. Okay, my belief is if one student is asking doubt in the class, only he is not learning. Everybody else is also learning from that doubt. So if you are interacting more in the group, everybody else will get to learn. My ideas ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಯೋಣ, ನೀವು ಬೆಳೆಯೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. The intention is to learn. Okay, and my principle is even if I have one student, I will teach that student. If I have 10 students, I will teach that student. Okay, I'm ready. My intention here is to teach because that is my Guru Agni and I need to teach, I need to share. So, Obba interested, very authentic, sincere student. Even if I get one student, I will teach. Right? So that is my promise. I will put 100% of my effort into teaching. I'm not here for the money, that you will know once you join the classes or once you associated with me. Okay. Last batch, I will not be able to give you the exact number because 90% of the students who I thought was free, because they're all, most of them are from army background. Some people who actually required the knowledge and were really facing problems, almost free. So I'm not here for money. Hanganta, I will not be teaching everybody for free because I have seen when you give something free to people, they do not value it. Adur value na barala. Sumar jana patients idana nodidini. They don't value anything that they get it for free. So just to maintain that authenticity and that accountability maintain madagosra, these charges are there. People who really want to join and find the fees is little on a higher side and if you really want to learn, please contact me personally. We can sit and discuss. Right? But it is not going to happen with everyone and anyone. I need genuine reason and genuine students. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕು. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವನಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ itself is going to create a big impact in the world. I don't believe in workshop system. 10 ದಿವಸ 4 ದಿವಸ 8 ದಿವಸ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಹೀಲರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನಂತೂ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. I will not create such kind of healers. I have seen ಈ ತರ ಹೀಲರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು. ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ if you have not learned properly ಅನ್ನೋದು I have seen first hand. So I will never indulge in workshop kind of businesses. People who have to learn from me will have to learn ಪಕ್ಕ properly. 10 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, 1 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ 6 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ನ ಹೀಲರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸಾಧ್ಯನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು 10-11 ವರ್ಷ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I am still not perfect. So how can I create healers in 7 days, 10 days? It's not possible for me. That is why this course and this module is there. Interested people, please join. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. I will see you all next time when we meet. Any doubts, you can please contact me personally. My number is the same. Okay. If you want, I'll share my number in the message.
ಮೇಡಮ್, ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಸಿ ಇರೋದು ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಫೀಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಯಾರು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. I cannot give free classes for everyone.
ಸರಿ.
See, I am sitting here from 8 o'clock. ಬರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾನು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 8 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 11 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ನಾನು 3 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೂತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. It is my family time and my time I'm spending. ನನ್ನ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು ಮೇಡಮ್.
ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡಲಿ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಜ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಅಲೋವೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೀನು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೋ. ವೈ ಆರ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕಲಿಯೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಲರ್ಸ್. ನಂಗೆ ಬೇಡ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಕು ನನಗೆ. ಅವರು ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ನಾ ಹೀಲರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಧಂಬರ್ಧ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್. ರೈಟ್? ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಇಂಡಲ್ಜ್ ಇನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ಸ್ ಐ ಮೇ ಡೂ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವರು ರಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಕೆಲವರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೊಸ ಕಲ್ಸೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವು ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, 2 or 3 days ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಅಥವಾ 5 days ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್, ಆ ಥರ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವನ್ ಆರಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಇದು. ಬಟ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ಟ್, ನಾನು ಆರಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಆರಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫೈಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಚೀಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅನ್ಸೆ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದು ನಂಗೆ ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹೊಡಿಬೋದು. ಆಕಾಶಿಕ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಐ ಮೈಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅಪರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಚೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ, ನಾನು ಎಂತ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಕರ್ಮ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹಳೆ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನನ್ನ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ 4 batches ಬೈ ನೌ. ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ hundreds of batches by now. I did not do that because I want some authenticity. Tomorrow when I'm not there, even one person remembering me saying, oh, this thing has helped me in my life and my knowledge is authenticated, it is validated. ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೂ ಐ ಆಮ್. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಅಂತ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಐ ಆಮ್. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೀ, ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋರು, ಒಡನಾಟ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಇರೋದೇ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಸ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇನ್ ಮೋಸ ನಾಶ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡೂ 100%. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಂಜ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟು ದಾರ ಇರಿಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅಂತೂ ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸರ್. I started in 2022. Okay, I was doing treatment and other things, online treatment. Most of my students ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೆಲವು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳೋರು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್ ಅವ್ರ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದು ನಂಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೆ, ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಕೇಳೋರು. ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, 1-on-1 ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. And then when people started asking, madam ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ, when they started asking me, I asked my guru, sir ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? And I asked few of my very good friends, healers. ಅವರು ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳೇ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೇಳಿದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ನಾಲೆಜ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಂಚೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೈತಿಕ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ, ಅದು ನೀವು ಹಂಚಲೇಬೇಕು. ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ದಾನ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾನ ಕೊಡೋದು ನಿಮ್ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ, ನೀವು ಕೊಡಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನನಗೆ ಜೆನ್ಯೂನ್ ಅಂದು, ಅವ್ರು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದವರು, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ತನಕ ಇದ್ದು, ನಾನು NLP ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ 4 ಜನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರು, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ವರ್ತ್
ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮನಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ 50,000 ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು ಅಂಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಮ್ 20,000 ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅರ್ನ್ 30,000 ವಿತ್ 100 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನಾನು 10 ಲಕ್ಷ 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ಹಂಗೆ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಭಗವಂತ ನಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದು ಬೆಲೆ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ವಸ್ತು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನೇನು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನೇನು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಮಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, 15 ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, 20 ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್. ನೀವು ವಿಚಾರಿಸಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ನಾನು ಇರೋದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಣ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿ, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ, MOU ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಮ್ದು ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇರ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್,
ವಿಚಾರಿಸಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಆಗ್ಲಿ.
ಎಸ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಈ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಸಹಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಿತ್ whoever you feel like will benefit from this. Thank you very much.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೇಡಮ್.
Good night. Bye.
Good
Have a
night.
good day.